been a week of Mondays, but the weekend's here. Dust on my boots and a smile with my beard. Neon's humming low, everyone knows our name. Same old bar stools, but it never feels the same. We raise a glass to the miles we've made, to the stories told and the dues we paid. Amber light in a crystal glow, a little burn in a heart that knows. On the Bourbon Road, where the good times roll, passing bottles like a piece of soul. Every pour's a memory, every sip a spark, lighting up the night in the Kentucky dark. Ain't no man, just the ties we've sown on the long winding Bourbon Road.
Well, hello again, longtime listeners of Roadies and new listeners alike. Welcome back to the Bourbon Road podcast. We're glad to have you once again. Todd and I are hanging out at the Bourbon Road Bar, a.k.a. Jim's basement. We've got a few really, really good pours today, but we also have a special guest. Todd, who do we have?
We've got Dan Mattingly. You may have heard the name. He's a longtime roadie since we found out since 2020, which our awesome website was able to tell us how long you've been a roadie, which is pretty cool. He's also on the Frankfurt Bourbon Society board, and yeah, just You were at his house last night for a music.
Yeah, he had a great music event last night at his house back by the pool. He had Taylor Hughes in there playing some great country. She's a country music star, right? She's out of Nashville area.
Definitely. Yes.
Playing some good music. It was awesome.
And the circle's complete because she's been on the show.
She has been on the show. I thought about asking her if she wanted to come on again last night, but we had to get back to the little 1-week-old baby. Melody had to help out last night. So
nice.
We kind of bowed out after about 2 hours of fun. You guys kept going for a while, didn't you?
We did. It was a long night or early morning or whatever. We had a grand time.
But yeah, Dan, welcome to the show. Thanks for
very pleased to be here. Thank you for the invitation.
And we've got a number of pours tonight, Todd.
We do.
Kind of got a theme, right?
There's a bit of a theme. This is an anniversary theme, which is kind of funny. We're following up episode 500 with an anniversary theme, but with this, we've got 4 pours that are basically 250th commemorative releases. But we also have this kind of oddball that we're kind of pre-gaming with, and I'll give the story on that because it's pretty fun. This is Old Fourth out of Georgia. This is their 40th anniversary of Dragon Con bourbon release. So September 2026 marks the 40th year of the iconic pop culture institution Dragon Con, which I picture like, people getting dressed up, comics, the old Dungeons and Dragons things. So this is I'm going to read this verbatim because it's just too fun. Attendees can wing their way into Dragon Con lore with a bottle of Dragon Con bourbon. Retails for $39.99 in a 750 milliliter bottle. A limited edition whiskey resulting from a collaboration between Atlanta-based Old Fourth Distillery and Dragon Con's co-founders. This is the second annual edition of this flame-kissed whiskey, which was built to honor 4 decades of fandom, costumes, late-night panels, and the legendary parade through downtown Atlanta. Bottled at 94 proof, this one breathes fire and ice if you throw a few rocks in the glass. With only 3,700 bottles available for purchase, cosplayers and connoisseurs can pre-order their bottle on the Dragon Con fan site. A sage word to the wise, slay before you sip. With this distinctive flavor profile, this whiskey is dragon-worthy from the inside out. Old Fourth Distillery crafted a high rye mash bill, 75 corn, 21 rye, 4 malted barley, aged 4 to 6 years, with the kind of spice and finish that has real claws.
Wow. That's pretty cool. So, this is a real big event. There's a lot of followers. I'm wondering 3,700 bottles if there's any left, but I got an email about it too, and I'm just wondering, it's available online, right?
Yeah, I believe you can pre-order.
Okay. Yeah.
And like I said, $39.99, $7.50, and just kind of a fun one. And I used to be an old Dungeons, like when I was a teenager, I was a bit of a D&D nerd, so I was like, yeah, we'll take a sample of that. I'd love to try that. But
Well, like I mentioned before, we've had a few minutes with this already. So now we got our notes together. We can come right at it swinging, right?
Yes, I'm a little confused at the notes.
Are you? You were so clear 5 minutes ago.
Well, that's why I'm confused.
It's coming out really fruity.
It is.
That's right. It doesn't quite match
it's
the description.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The fiery claws.
Fiery claws.
I get it. That's why he's confused.
Yeah.
No
That's-
scales, no
No,
claws, no
no.
fangs,
I'm
no
not-
fire coming out. Right?
No.
Dragon
It's
hide.
It's very gentle, very nice. I'm surprised at low barley.
Nice fruity 90
Yeah.
proofer. Great nose.
Great nose.
And one of the things that I picked up earlier, and it's still there, is this kind of an overripe fruit. I felt, you mentioned strawberries.
I did. I'm more on the palate.
I picked up a little bit of apple, but in both cases, I think they've sat in the fruit basket too long.
Yeah, it's like a fruit salad that, like you said, like the fruits were probably ready to eat.
Starting to
you're
ferment.
right. There's apples. I even said I got a little banana on the nose, which I know irked Jim because he just can't get that banana on the nose.
Oh,
but
I would agree with you on the nose.
That's got a little bit of an ethanol snag to it, but I mean, it's not fire.
No.
but
I love the way they wrote that. It sounds so awesome.
It's pretty cool. And we kind of threw this one in as an extra. It had the anniversary. Like I said, we're having an anniversary theme, but we decided not to put this in our rankings. We will pick out, since we have 4 other pours, we're going to, I guess today we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 today. You think?
Let's do it.
All right.
1,
It's
2, 3,
Father's
4.
Day, so why not?
Yep.
Cheers
Cheers
to all
to
the
Father's Day.
fathers out there.
All the fathers out there. And if you're not a father and you have a father, I think we all have fathers, make sure you give him a call today, or if he's no longer with you, raise a glass to him.
Raise a glass. It carries that fruit over, adds a little caramel.
Definitely a strawberry cream.
Yeah, I like that. Good
Nice.
shout.
Yeah. I really
full
like that.
mouth. Full mouth experience, not just
Sweet, delicious. You said strawberry cream. I think it's light. It has a nice kind of cool wash to it. This is another one of those summer sippers, I'd say.
There's a little spiciness on the tail end, just a little. Let you know it's got 94 proof rather than 90. Yeah, that's nice.
This
Makes me kind of want to like find some more Old Fourth. I know that.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a good whiskey. This is more like it would put the fire out in the dragon.
I agree. I agree with you.
Yeah, this would remove the heat. This has got a great, refreshing palate to it. Very nice.
So Dan, before we dive into our ranked pours here in a little bit, what kind of led you to the Bourbon Road, if you will?
Well, excuse me. We moved to Frankfurt, my wife Danetta and I, in about 2015, and of course I grew up with a name like Mattingly. I grew up in Lebanon. Around my father worked for Bourbon Cooperage. I've ridden a truck to semi hauling barrels to Owensboro when I was young.
That's cool.
And but I was never a bourbon drinker till I moved to Frankfurt. We were sitting in the middle of Bourbon Mecca, and we started tasting a little bit. Of course, we all started with the crazy Blantons, chase the Blantons, and we quickly moved on. And in 2020, COVID was a sort of a curse but a blessing. It led us to some interesting times, and I worked in Louisville at the time, and I had a 40-minute drive every day. So I started listening to podcasts or searching, and I'm sure I found you through a search, and then I found out you were local to me. I mean, I drove right by, rode by Jephthah Creed and Jephthah Farms and Simpsonville every day, and I just decided to listen to that and really enjoyed it. I learned a ton, and it's definitely the start of my bourbon journey.
That's awesome.
Bourbon Road for sure.
Glad to be part of your bourbon education.
Absolutely. Huge part of it.
And you turned out all right.
I'm still learning every day. That's the best part.
Yeah.
It's the people. The bourbon is awesome, but the people like you two is just an incredible bonus.
Yeah, there's a great deal of good people here, and you made it sound in the beginning like you were corrupted by Frankfurt, but actually, I think you were blessed by Frankfurt.
My eyes were awakened or whatever.
Bourbon just seeps into you.
And my senses,
takes a hold of you.
My senses came to my past.
Yeah, it's hard to be from Frankfurt and not at least have tasted some bourbon, right? And made that logical decision. You're either in or you're out.
That's true. Absolutely.
All right. So any of our Georgia folks are going to Dragon Con, I think you need to at least try this.
This is
no
good.
doubt.
Yeah.
If I see one for that price point,
Yeah, $39.95. I mean,
that's incredible.
I don't know what the shipping is, but if you can get your hands on a bottle of this for $40, pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Pretty good deal. And it's a talking piece, you know.
Yeah.
If you don't know anything about Dragon Con, you can get educated on it.
Well, that's true.
If you do know something about Dragon Con or you've been to Dragon Con, what a great bottle to have on your bar.
And I have a daughter who's big into the Dungeons and Dragons, getting
Okay,
married
yeah.
next year, and I need to have a bottle of that for the bar for the wedding for sure.
So what did we decide? We're going to do winter chicken dinner tonight, but the Dragon Con bottle is not in the mix, or is it? You want it in the mix, don't you?
Boy,
It does say anniversary on it.
It
so-
does. Okay.
I say throw
keep it in.
Yeah, I do
We
too.
normally, but we're only going to pick the top three.
Yeah, we'll drop
Okay.
we'll drop it to 3 though.
Okay, so we're only going to vote on what we think are our top three.
Okay.
All right. Well, I have to set that one down. I did save a little bit so that I can come back and revisit it.
I did not.
I did say.
It's so good and like drinkable or
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah, it's crushable, right?
very much so.
Sessionable.
like the enemies that stand before you in a dungeon straight there. It's crushable. Stuff writes itself, right?
Well, we all left our water on the bar, so we're just going to have to deal with
I was
it.
going to say at halftime we'll. All right, so some new fun stuff. Like I said, the other 4 pours we'll be having tonight are all commemorative bottles for the 250th, and the first 2 are both from 15 Stars, and this is the first one we're going to sip on is their Kentucky County, and Kentucky in this time is spelled Kentucke, like it used to be.
Oh, Kentucky.
Yeah,
Old
so
Kentucky.
Kentucky County, 6-year straight bourbon. This is released to commemorate the 250th anniversary of America. This is one of 2 releases to honor the historic 1776 Kentucky County, a part of Virginia's western frontier from which modern-day bourbon was formed. It is a blend of 2 Kentucky straight bourbons aged a minimum of 6 years, bottled at 90 proof, and the MSRP on this is $38. So
Wow.
those
Yeah,
Johnsons they like that
Yeah, they
history.
do. Not
which
many
is-
people know that Jefferson County, Kentucky, used to be Jefferson County, Virginia.
Yeah. And then Bourbon County was a big county back in those days too, I believe.
Yeah, there were only really, when you go way back, 1792-ish, prior to 1792, there were only a couple of counties in Kentucky. Now, this nose on this is not as fruity.
Not as fruity, but I'm still getting it's odd. I'm getting a little like poached pears.
Yeah, I'm sort of getting like a cream sugar cream, maybe a
Icing,
sugar
kind of vanilla
cookie,
icing.
like a sugar cookie.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It's a little light on the nose.
It is
Not
very
as
light
expressive
on
on
the
that,
nose.
but it's nice.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time picking
What
up.
was the proof on this again?
90. And
Okay.
actually the next one will be 90 as well.
Okay.
So we actually dropped down just a little.
I just need to warm my glass. You know, that's a trick we learned this weekend.
All right, I'm ready. Cheers.
Yep. Cheers.
Wow, there's no mid palate on it.
It's all
A
it's
little,
all front.
yeah, front, sides, and rear. Nothing in
Nothing
the
in
middle.
the middle.
Kind of a watery wash.
You got to figure it's 6 years, probably Bardstown distill it. And I don't know, maybe a little Barton, but it doesn't come off as Barton-esque.
Yeah, I would say no on Barton, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think
It very light nose, very light palate. The finish on it is relatively short.
Mm-hmm.
but to your note, a light brown sugar
Yeah.
cookie, or
Yeah,
maybe as you're eating the cookie dough.
yeah, like a light brown sugar,
Mm.
or even like if you cut just a little bit of molasses into it, just a little bit.
Funny, that's the word I had, but it's not quite heavy. But
I mean, it's
but
not a molasses cookie, but it's like a sugar cookie with a little bit of molasses cut into it, maybe.
Yes, I would agree.
See, I'm still getting like it's a different fruit, like almost like I said, like pear, apricot a little bit, just a hint, honeysuckle. There's a little florality to it.
Yeah, I mean, I could go with a light, like a light white fruit, like that. I think it's a little bit of florality. There's not much sweetness there though. Once it hits the sides and the back of the palate.
Do we know the mash bill on this one?
It said a blend of 2 Kentucky bourbon. So I said 6 to 8, I believe.
But another for the price point.
And it may even been both Bardstown distillate. They could have had a 6-year of that and an 8-year of that.
What was the price again?
This was
$39.
$39.
Same as the Dragon Con whiskey.
Maybe more, 49 maybe.
We're keeping Todd on his toes here.
Well, I've got my notes on one thing, but I was looking up some other stuff, trying to stay on top. Yeah, $38.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm a sucker for a neat bottle. I mean, that's just a neat.
Oh, it is.
It's a beautiful bottle. Looks good on the bar.
It can stay there too. It'll be all right.
I know you can order. They're one of those places you can order directly from. So you can go to 15stars.com probably, or search up 15 Stars.
Yeah, I like it. It's light. It washes by real quick. It's not got a sticky palate. It doesn't have a long finish, but it's enjoyable. It's not deep. It's not rich. It's not dark like a typical 15-star whiskey, right?
Right.
But it's a quality whiskey. You can tell it's a quality whiskey.
Yeah. I feel like at putting out at 90 proof, this is for, the everyman kind of thing. I mean, whiskey snobs might enjoy it, but if you want something kind of cool to commemorate 250th, anniversary of America, this is it's a great idea. I mean,
and at $38, you can still do with it what you will.
Right.
I mean, if you want to mix it or you want to make something out of it, you go right ahead. $115, $130 bottle, you're not doing that. You're drinking it neat or not at all, right? So,
right. Just
or maybe with a
bring it on the 4th of July for years to come or something.
Okay, good.
But yeah, nice offering.
All right.
All right, moving on. Like I said, we're going to keep it in the family, if you will. This is also from 15 Stars. This is their Kentucky County 12-year American whiskey. So this is distilled in Kentucky and Indiana. A blend of straight bourbon and American whiskey distilled from a bourbon mash bill and aged 7 years in second-use oak before an additional 5 years in new charred oak. Bottled at 90 proof and MSRP is $58. So I'm guessing by calling it American whiskey, light whiskey,
it was placed into a used barrel,
right.
So that already takes it out of the running. But I think the fact that they put it back into new oak again is kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't say whether new oak was toasted or not.
Did not say that.
All right.
Probably give it a little more complexity, though, I would think.
Oh, yeah. And you put this to your nose, and immediately you can tell, compared to the last one, you've got something with some more body to it.
Surprising, though, for the difference in the ages, that it's not a more pronounced nosed.
Yeah. It's got a little bit of funk to it. That second char is probably throwing a little bit more smoke in there.
Definitely a little
It's
more.
coming off like a little sweeter nose to me than those first two.
Again, 90 proof, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah, very tame on the ethanol front. I think I got more ethanol on the initial pour of the Dragon Con bourbon than I did on both of these.
Agreed.
Good nose, but still, it's got more depth. It's got more character to it, but it's still not like it's not like your typical 15-star whiskey that just
punchy.
Lights up your night.
Right.
But, this is a different price point too.
Yeah. Like I said, $58. And this is unique. I mean, taking a bourbon and a straight bourbon and then doing the 5-year light whiskey, basically, and then aging that that was a 7-year light whiskey, and then throwing in a new oak for 5 years.
All right, let's taste it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, a little bit more body to that. Definitely some more texture.
Mm-hmm. It's nice and soft, though.
Yeah.
Must be that light whiskey.
It definitely makes an impression on the tip of the tongue and on the back of the palate, both. Yep.
It's keeping with the fruit theme today, though. I'm getting like the pears and
a little spice on the finish.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a lot more spice on the finish.
Almost scotchy, like the non-peated ones, like a little pear orchard kind of thing.
Yeah, and again, we don't know exactly what the mash bill is. It just said bourbon mash bill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I would say this is a big step up from the 6-year as far as flavor and intensity goes. It definitely has a longer finish on it. The hug is settling in. So with the same 90 proof, it's establishing itself a little more firmly on the back of my palate and in my chest.
A little sweeter to me. There's a nice little white pepper spice at the tail end.
Definitely.
And I think, Dan, you even said you tried these at the House of Commons. And
I did, and I enjoyed the 6 more than the 12, but today I flip-flop.
Oh, yeah? Okay. That's a spoiler.
So you had them side by side before?
I did.
Which one did you have first?
I had the 6-year first.
Did you? Okay, same order.
Same order. But you know what? It just goes back to how your day went.
What'd you eat? What'd you brush your teeth?
Right.
Yeah, all those things.
So many factors. I'm always amazed. Bourbon can sure make a fool out of you in more ways than one.
I've been made a fool of so many times.
Those are words to live by. That'd be a great shirt. Yeah, I like this one a lot. I'm not even a big light whiskey fan, but the fact that it's blended and there's some,
such an
like
easy,
that smoky sweetness is kind of like dumbed down a little bit.
Such an easy, just a simple, easy.
I just kind of feel like
taste.
Like whiskey's like almost like a one-trick pony sometimes. It's like a smoky cotton candy sweetness to me, and
usually a higher proof in the barrel.
Yeah,
and because
you go to 160 on those, right?
I think so, or maybe, but they get higher in the barrel, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, you can get a 170, 175 proof light whiskey, no problem. Particularly those Canadian light whiskeys, they can really go high. I don't remember the exact definition of a light whiskey. Do you, Todd?
Just to use barrel is all I recall. I mean,
that's what I remember. Yeah.
If you recall, we had the folks from West Fork, and they used that 99.1 mash bill from MGP, but the fact that they used new barrels made it bourbon. So
I think you mentioned that they could go in at a higher proof too, though.
Yeah,
like 160. You said,
that's
right?
That's what I. Yeah.
Because a lot of times you'll see light whiskey is usually a 99.1. Mash bill, 99 corn, 1% malted barley, and that's usually what the that will go in used barrels a lot of time. Just good old corn whiskey. Yeah, that's nice. And well, for a 12-year, that's a pretty good. I mean, $60, basically $60
bucks. Yeah.
I like that. I think you stated that first one kind of missed part of the palate. This one hits all spots.
This does hit all spots, no doubt. That. Yeah, there's both bottles priced to sell. I think that's a key thing here. We're looking at 2 bottles here that are priced under 40 and under 60. So
I think it's important that you focus, to me, in that price range sometime.
It's good. Yeah, especially a company that has really grand whiskeys, right?
Correct.
15 Stars has always had.
I love their expressions.
Their whiskeys are always amazing, and the kind of whiskeys they have been able to put together as a part of their portfolio have not been cheap whiskeys to produce.
Right. And I think they're kind of adjusting to the market a little bit,
Yeah.
which, I mean, I think we've been talking about trying to have them on because we got a few other of their new releases too. So hopefully we'll have them on for like just kind of a tasting show sometime soon. So
Yeah, one thing's for sure. They know how to attract attention to their bottles. Their bottles definitely stand out on a bar, on a shelf.
I was going to say, as a Kentuckian, it makes me want to buy it because it's
Agree. Yeah.
And it's even got both colors because Dan and I are Louisville fans. So it's got one of them's Kentucky or Louisville red and the other's UK blue.
Which one's the better one? What color's the better one, Todd?
I think it's the blue one today.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Right? But hey, it's all red, white, and blue, right?
It's all good.
That's what we're talking about. What do you think? Take a break, and we got 2 more anniversary tastings to run through. And
I'm looking forward to the second
I
half.
was gonna say we're gonna up the proof a little bit.
Sounds good.
It's hard. It would be hard to match. We had a great start here for sure.
All right. Folks, stick around. We will be right back.
We argue notes, vanilla or smoke, but it's all just part of the bond.
All right, roadies, we finally released our brand new website. We hope you get a chance to check it out at thebourbonroad.com. It is a total rewrite, remake, revamped. We've done it for you. We have all 500 or so episodes on there with all the details, searchable, all the show notes, everything. You can search by it. You want to go find out what we talked about on an episode way back when, you can do it. We've also got our tasting notes, our reviews of over 1,320 whiskeys. They're all on there. Todd and I's, our tasting notes, our rating for the whiskey. We even queue up the episode on the tasting notes to where we tasted it on the show. So as you're reading our tasting notes, you can play it and listen to us talk about it. So I think we're the only podcast that does that. That's pretty cool. So another thing we have on there is our blog articles. We've got over 250 blog articles on there. We're putting new ones out all the time. And the all-new Roadie Bar is now on the Bourbon Road website. So if you're a roadie, come on, sign up, get in there. We have a chat room. We've got a place where you can post what's going on in your bourbon world. We have a calendar of all the events that are coming up. We'll be posting in there our drawings. So as we're giving things away, you'll be able to come in there and sign up for the randomizer to get picked. You'll also be able to sign up on lists to come to something that we're sponsoring. Todd's got a great event that we're putting on in the fall, and everybody can come in and sign up for that. And we've also got some coupons from our vendors for sort of percentages off on stuff. So definitely take the time to come to the website, check it out. We do want you to come in and sign up and join in. It's a lot of fun. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You're certainly welcome to donate if you want to, but it's free for all roadies. So come check it out.
All right, roadies. Welcome back to the second half of the show. We've been sipping on some anniversary edition whiskeys today. We had an American whiskey that was 12 years old from the fine folks at 15 Stars. This is under their Kentucky County brand. We also had a 6-year bourbon, Kentucky County as well. And then we started off with kind of the oddball of the anniversaries because those other two were 250th anniversaries. And it was the 40th anniversary for Dragon Con by Old Fourth Distillery in Atlanta. And that was their Dragon Con bourbon. And it was a 94 proofer, but fun little starts. And
yeah, good
kind
pours.
of a fruit medley.
Yeah, it was a fruit medley.
All three of them
I
had
did not
some.
expect that at all.
And a group of whiskeys that were a little more on the lighter side.
Yeah,
No
90 to
doubt.
94 proof, all three of them.
Yep.
Easy drinkers. Like I said,
Good value.
good values. And but we're gonna get into the heavier stuff now. So, as America prepares to celebrate its 250th anniversary, Copper and Cask is marking the occasion with the release of 2 ultra limited whiskeys. The caveat here is we only got one, and I'll explain why. So, one a bourbon, one a rye that paid tribute to American craftsmanship, heritage, and community. Both whiskeys showcase unique barrel finishes and are crafted under the guidance of award-winning barrel master Stephen Corrigan, who we had on the show recently.
Yep.
Very nice guy. So they sent 2 bottles, but they mistakenly sent their Wheel Horse rum barrel finish. And I will give a little shout out to the one they didn't send. And it's called the Boston Rum Party. It's an 8-year rye, and I'd assume that's probably their 95.5 rye from MGP, because that's kind of Copper and Cask tends to use those barrels. It's a 8-year rye whiskey finished in rum cask, inspired by the rebellious spirit of the Boston Tea Party. This release finishes bold, spicy, driven rye whiskey in rum cask for over a year to create a sweeter, softer counterbalance. The result is a layered whiskey with warming cinnamon spice, rich sweetness, and approachable profile. Only 2,000 bottles were produced.
But we have
the Wave That Flag. This is a 9-year double oak bourbon that undergoes a secondary finish in a custom American oak wave stave char. It's the first time I've heard that one. I've heard of spiral staves, but the wave stave. It's a charred number 1 barrel, resulting in a dark, robust whiskey layered. Well, we'll do our own tasting notes, but there were 3,000 bottles that were produced, and they felt like it was a fitting tribute to the country's milestone anniversary. As another nod to America, $1 from every bottle sold will support Arcadia Center, a veteran farmer training program. Barrel Master Stephen Corrigan has worked with this organization for nearly 15 years, helping veterans transition into careers in sustainable agriculture.
awesome.
That is pretty cool.
Good work.
Wish we'd known that before. That'd been a fun thing to talk about.
Oh, absolutely.
But maybe next time. So both expressions are available at select Copper and Cask retailers around the country and nationally online starting, says Friday, and I feel like we got this maybe a couple weeks ago. So I'm pretty sure you can go to copperandcaskspirits.com and probably find bottles of both of
So
those.
this show will release on the 24th, and then it'll release on the 26th.
Actually, I mean, we've had these bottles maybe 2 weeks.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's probably available online right now.
Okay.
And
Got it.
SRP of $74.99, and the proof on the Wave That Flag that we have is 117.
Cool. Let's check it out. Oh yeah. There's a step up. I can already.
Oh, and we got darker.
We got
Obviously,
darker.
yeah, the colors.
A little more ethanol.
I get a little apple, cinnamon, spice.
Ooh,
Something.
I like that.
What was kind of cool is with this package, they also sent like a little, I guess, a lithograph of the back label on that bottle, which has the eagle and the flag. So it's about maybe, I don't know, like 10 by 8.
You want to frame it?
Yeah, I may do something with it and maybe
Yeah.
probably hang at the bourbon corner Rick House for the Franklin Bourbon Society or
Nice.
something. fun.
Rob will be jealous.
Ooh,
he
you know
loves
what?
He loves
Maybe-
his Eagles.
Could say, maybe I'll
Yes.
give it to him as a present or something. It is pretty cool. That's right. He would love that.
All right.
Still trying to wrap my head around the wave stave.
Wave stave. I guess what they do is they router out the inside of the
Mhm.
barrel to create
Oh.
more surface area.
Char it. Yeah.
Okay.
Then they char it, and then there you go.
Yeah, like I said, I've heard that's the spiral cut is what they'll do. I know Kenny and Ryan at Pursuit do that, and so do the Hard Truth folks. They do like a spiral cut on some of their single barrels.
Great nose. Good nose. Love it.
Absolutely.
Shall we
Yeah,
taste it?
I mean,
Cheers.
let's go. Cheers.
Oh, yeah. Sweet,
Oh yeah.
thick,
Wow.
rich,
Wow.
bold.
Full mouth.
Definitely a full mouthfeel.
Oh,
Very nice.
The oak on it is lovely.
It's really good.
The kind of, you could feel it front to back.
Yeah, this is I don't want to give away the winner chicken dinner, but guys,
Yeah, I was going to say, sometimes when these themes come up,
So far.
Yeah, I mean,
we still have one left.
it's not a fair fight.
there are some
Yes. All right.
like trump cards, if you will.
Right. This is a really, really good whiskey.
Sometimes when you throw David at Goliath, he doesn't win in the bourbon world, at least.
Where did you say Copper and Cask is from?
They're out of Rhode Island.
Wow.
And they don't have any kind of tasting room, but I'm telling you, every release I've had from them, and I have a friend in Rhode Island who, Darrell Stewart, who gets to go over there and has actually, done some single barrels and things like that. They've just all been fantastic. They get some, I think one of the really cool thing is some of the MGP and they also source from Green River is they have places where other distilleries let them age in like those barrels in like, I know Florida, I think West Virginia, they may even have some Kentucky and like, so.
Well, they did. You said a 9-year? Boy, this is
Yeah.
Yeah. And they say their Florida barrels just fly off the shelf. They can't keep them.
Yeah.
So what?
I've got a couple of single barrels in
Florida.
Well, I mean the aging in Florida because it's hot boxing basically.
So it's quick.
Yeah.
Well, this for 9 years, I don't get a real strong oak.
Man,
It's
you know
just
those, and this is leading off of your notes there. You get those the inexpensive 99-cent cinnamon pinwheel.
I love pecan cinnamon.
The pecan cinnamon. Oh, you know what I'm talking about?
I
That's
love
what I'm
those.
geting here.
That's a good shout.
I love those 99-cent little packets. They're deadly though.
I think in college
That's one of those things that's shrunk over the years, though, isn't it? You remember? I mean, when we were kids,
Yeah.
like I remember, like the oatmeal cream pies were,
Yeah.
you could use them as a tire if your tire got flat if it was really hard. But now they're like, about the size of a $50.
The packets of the pecan twirls were always smushed a little bit. Just added to the experience.
Had to go and tell us how many servings everything was and shrunk everything down.
Yeah, there were a few things from our childhood that I've not revisited, but I can remember dearly. And then, the little swirls were something for sure.
Yeah.
The other thing are the hand pies from Hostess.
My gosh, yes.
Yeah, this is impressive.
Really good.
Yep.
It's a good whiskey. Now, Cooper's listening. He's writing. He's taking notes. And I'm trying to figure this out. And I'm saying this is definitely noteworthy.
Yes. There's also there's a little bit of a savoriness to the finish too, which I'm guessing is coming just from that part of the oak where it's a little less charred.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting. I'm almost getting like a little cedar, minty, evergreeny thing.
Yeah, kind of sort of a northern forest freshness.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But man, yeah. Well done, Stephen.
Good stuff.
Great.
Really good whiskey.
Sadly, we need to move on.
We need to move on.
And well, you guys can sit there and sip because this one's going to be quite a tale. So for our last pour this evening,
You're not going to read all of them, are you?
I feel like I got it.
Okay, get ready, folks.
Get ready, folks. So this is the Lost Lantern United States of Bourbon. Jim and I are both huge fans of Lost Lantern. And this may be the most unique 250th release out there, I think. Unless you qualify their
Alabama and Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas.
Keep going.
So 50 states, 50 distilleries, 1 bourbon. This has a 2-year age statement, but components range from 2 to 10 years old. Proof is up 122.9 and there were 3,300 bottles released. The United States of Bourbon is the first ever blend of straight bourbon whiskeys from all 50 states. Like all Lost Lantern whiskeys, it is fully transparent with every component distillery listed right on the label. Every one of those distilleries have been carefully vetted and personally visited by Lost Lantern's co-founders, Nora and Adam. The blend brings together some of the finest distilleries in the country into one truly special whiskey. The United States of Bourbon is 1 bottle, proves that great bourbon comes from all across the United States. This is a release that's the cask strength version. There's also a version that is 100 proof. And then there's also a special 1776 release, which only contains bourbons from the original 13 states. So MSRP on this is actually only $99.99. So here we go, folks. I'm gonna give you
Oh my.
every state. And So we have Painted Stay from Delaware. Oh, they're not even alphabetical order. Darn you. Liberty Pole, Pennsylvania. Sireland Mountain Spirits out of New Jersey. ASW, Fiddler. That's your Georgia component. Litchfield Distillery out of Connecticut. Triple Eight Distillery, Massachusetts. Baltimore Spirits, Maryland. Cathedral Ledge Distillery, New Hampshire. Reservoir Distillery, Virginia. Broad Branch Distillery, North Carolina. South County Distilling, Rhode Island. Stonecutter Spirits, Vermont. New Riff Distilling, Kentucky. Leaper's Fork Distillery, Tennessee. Tom's Foolery Distillery, Ohio. Distiller Acadian. I don't speak French very well. Louisiana. So Starlight Distillery, Indiana. Rich Grain Distilling, Mississippi. Whiskey Acres Distilling, Illinois. Dread River Distilling, Alabama. Hard Shore Distilling, Maine. J. Rieger and Company, Missouri. Rocktown Distillery, Arkansas. Halfway there. New Holland Distilling, Michigan. St. Augustine Distilling, Florida. Balcones, Texas. Cedar Ridge, Iowa. Wollersheim Distillery in Wisconsin. Corbin Cash, California. Far North, Minnesota. Oregon Spirit Distilleries out of Oregon, obviously. Union Horse out of Kansas. Sawtooth Ambler Spirits out of West Virginia. Is that Ambler? No, it's Sawtooth, but okay. Frey Ranch, Nevada. I actually found out it is Nevada. It's not Nevada. Nevadans get mad when you say Nevada.
I thought it was more like Nevada.
I think it's Nevada.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Proof Artisan Distillers, North Dakota. Boulder Spirits, Colorado. Brickway, Nebraska. Black Fork Farms, South Dakota. Montgomery Distilling, Montana. Woodinville, Washington. Days to File, Idaho. Backwards Distilling, Wyoming. High West, Utah. Hochatown, Oklahoma. Safe House Distilling in New Mexico. Santan in Arizona. Denali Spirits in Alaska. And the Hawaii one, Ko'olau.
Easy for you to say.
I was going to say. The one in Hawaii is KO''OLAU. And there you go. All 50.
Wow. Good job, Todd.
Do you have
I need a drink.
You must have some 5.0 magnifiers on those glasses to read all those.
Should have read that off the website rather than the back of the bottle, but they're all listed there. And what I actually told these guys before we got into this was if you go to the Lost Lantern website, it literally, you can see all the components, the mash bills for all of those 50 states. Doesn't give you the proportions because it could be like 0.2 or 1.2 of this and things like that. But I thought that was, and the age for each of those. So,
well, Adam, hats off to you guys for the work you do. I mean, this is this is epic.
This is epic.
And I know you can't really craft a whiskey with 50 components, but I'm sure you did your best. And my goodness, I'm just so excited to try this.
Yeah, I'm curious.
I think when you put that many together, it's just about getting them all in there.
A dump and pray, as Ashley Barnes would say.
But nevertheless, how awesome is that? How epic is that?
I mean, like I said, we've seen some really cool things for the 250th, and that's awesome. But I think when I saw this, I was like, holy cow, that is just...
what an undertaking.
Yeah. You got to tip your hat to that.
All right. Nose. Oh, wow. Cosmic Brownie.
Cosmic Brownie? What is that?
Have you ever had the Cosmic Brownies?
I'm not familiar.
Oh, the Hostess Cosmic Brownies, the little...
We're definitely on the little package.
What made them cosmic? Just some sprinkles on top?
Yeah, the sprinkles on top.
Okay. I know what you're talking about. I do now.
Okay, I see your chocolate for sure.
I'm not a big chocolate. I was never a big chocolate.
Yeah, but it's also the hard sugar candies that are on top of them.
Okay. That makes sense.
All right, Adam. You can put that on a bottle. Cosmic Brownie.
Cosmic Brownie.
Yeah.
There's not the graininess you would expect.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
actually quite nice. It's a good nose. I think it's a little on the sweet side. It does have a chocolate note. There's a little bit of spice cabinet in there.
Mm-hmm.
Some fruit, but not overly fruity.
I will say this. I did check the website today. This one is sold out. It did say for now. So I don't think maybe they just kind of initial release. I actually got this with my monthly discovery club that I'm a part of. So that was a pleasant surprise. Maybe in some retailers, you may be able to get it in Vermont, but keep an eye out if you're interested in something this cool. It did say it will be back on the website eventually.
All right, I'm ready to taste it.
Cheers.
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 Here's the 250. Yeah,
That's good.
it is good.
Really jumps in your mouth
Yeah,
compared
it's got a little bit of red hots to it.
Yep. A lot of wood
to little bite.
spice, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of oak.
Definitely warms the whole mouth.
It's like a raspberry thing going on there.
Yeah.
Like a like really ripe black raspberry.
I mean, the initial hit I got was this atomic fireballs / red hots burn
I think
on my tongue.
your cosmic brownie's still there. I'm still getting a little bit of chocolate. And then despite that, there's some leather too. Some nice leather.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that leather.
This is good. This is a good whiskey. This is, I won't even imagine how many notes you could probably pull out of this if you spent enough time with it. But it definitely has a good array of baking spice in it. The cinnamon's there, the red hot, the cosmic brownie, the chocolate, the hard sugar candy note, a little bit of cream, some fruit, but it kind of leans a little more like a plum date, kind of a little darker for me on the fruit part.
Yep.
Not the finish, a little bit of leather, definitely a nice oak component.
Sits on the middle of the tongue really nicely.
I feel like it sits very heavy on the tongue.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm not getting on it is I'm not getting any citrus at all.
Mm-mm.
Maybe a little bit of coconut.
Haven't got that yet.
I don't know.
But I was starting to get like some, like the more it's opening up, like some, like really, like you said, darker fruits, like a really black cherry. And I think that black raspberry is a nice descriptor for it. That's impressive.
It's a good whiskey.
It is good.
Good whiskey. It's, just to be able to put that many different components together and have it come out good. It's an accomplishment.
And no youth. I mean, sure, the components of the 2 years may have been very small, but I mean,
but some 2-year whiskeys really bring something to the table you cannot get in older whiskeys. So
it's true.
As long as they're in good proportions, must have been there was a lot of labor in this one.
I was gonna say, you think with 50 states, he just put 2% of?
No, I think he was probably started out trying to be very careful, and after 20 or so said, "What the hell?"
It'd be interesting to know, like, how many, like, when I'm sure when he did this, he just had like all kinds of blends
bottles.
of it, right? And like how many, like, how long it took him to do this to get it down to what he went with,
because you can't really taste as you go, because the very next thing you add to it is going to change it,
right?
So you almost have to taste each whiskey that you're going to put into it and decide how much of it's going to go into the final, and then do it, and then taste it and see if you messed up or not, and if you did, adjust the proportions and try it again,
right?
Because you can't taste it piecemeal along the way.
But there has to be,
because you might make it awesome, and then the next thing you put in it turns it to crap. So there's no way to know.
Has to be many variations that he went through before they stopped.
But well done. That's fun.
Well done.
Good whiskey.
All right.
Wow. Yeah. Are we ready, guys? Does everybody know where they stand?
Yeah,
I do.
I think I know my top 3.
Yeah.
I got my top 3.
Okay. I'll start.
Okay.
My number 3 is going to be the Kentucky County 12-year. That was a lot of fun. I like I said, I'm not crazy about American whiskey, but that one works well blended with that bourbon and the extra oak finish on that American whiskey. It's nice. And nice price for a 12-year bottle. Dan, you want to go up?
Third place?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the Kentucky 12.
Changed from that 6, didn't you?
I did. I think it's a lot of fun. Just very nice pour.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay with you guys. I think the 12-year from 15 Star, the Kentucky
County
12-year is a solid third place.
Mm-hmm. All right. We'll keep same order. My number 2 is going to be this one, the Lost Lantern United States of Bourbon. I love it, but it just got a little outshine today. But that's and we'll get there I'll get there when we get there. But that's a lot of fun. I am so glad to have gotten this bottle as a release from them. So, Dan?
Well, I'm gonna differ. I'm gonna go with the Dragon Con. I just think it's a fun, price point, fun, just a great introduction to people that sometimes are overwhelmed. As we drink, I certainly and my friends tend toward the higher proofs, and you get a little snobby about the lower proof stuff. But that's just fun.
And with it being hot outside,
with all the fruit flavors and on the nose and
the summer sipper,
palate, sipper. Put that baby on some ice.
I was gonna say, you got that nice pool to sit there. I may let you take that one home with you.
There you go.
And I'm going to go with the Lost Lantern for me for my second place. I think it's
interesting.
I think it's a good whiskey. I think it could have gone wrong, Adam. It didn't. It didn't go wrong. It went well. So
brave. They're very brave.
Yeah. You got to be brave to be American, right?
That's right.
All right. And my number 1 today is going to be that Copper and Cask, Wave the Flag. Steven's doing some magic with his finishes and blends and all that. And that's just a really good pour.
I have to agree with you. I mean, hands down, Copper and Cask is, I could pour that every day and enjoy it.
And it's a nice proof point, 9 years, $80. Again, their stuff is really reasonable, folks.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. So I'm going to go with that one too. The Copper and Cask is definitely a notable or higher score for me. It's definitely it took the cake today, I think.
Yeah.
Dan, I'm with you. I understand exactly what you're saying. Summertime, a nice crushable fruity pour like that just tastes super good.
It does.
It's all about where you are in the moment, and it's not necessary. And sometimes you do. You get caught up in the deep, rich, dark whiskeys and the high proofers, and you forget about the stuff that's well crafted at a lower scale. Pretty darn good. But I think all of our distilleries did great today.
Yeah, I agree.
It's great bottles up there.
Everyone was worth trying. You don't get anything off-putting on any of them. I mean, they're just all great pours.
And Dan, we really appreciate you, by the way. I think we'll just let our listeners know you are our very first Inner Circle supporter on the website. So for those who don't know, the Bourbon Road has a new website at thebourbonroad.com. We've always been at thebourbonroad.com, but recently we revamped the website, and we no longer really advertise on the show. We're more supporter focused, and we have different levels of support. There's obviously a free tier, and honestly, most of our members are free tier members, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's great. If you can support us, we appreciate it. If you can't, we love you just the same. We love to have you as part of our roadies. And but Dan, you were one of the very first to subscribe at the upper level, which is called the Inner Circle.
It pleases me.
And one of the things that gives you is that 8x multiplier when you when you enter the randomizer drawings.
It hasn't won me anything.
It hasn't won you anything yet.
He's over 2.
But that's quite all right.
I was gonna say in its defense, he won something at the special tasting
This is true.
at the Frankfurt Bourbon Museum. There was a really special event with David Sandlin of the House of Commons
Yes,
and
Freddie
Freddie Johnson, and he won something there. So, you know,
You're right. I am not
You're-
complaining.
you're
You know
50
what? I'm a winner
you're
being here today.
50% for the weekend.
Get to
right?
try, you know, some great bourbons and whiskeys.
Yeah, our first level of supporters are called encouragers, and you know it's the free tier, and we'd love to have you come on the website. We're trying to build that community or rebuild that community that exists on Facebook because so many of our listeners just don't do Facebook.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but not everybody's a Facebook person, right? So,
Right.
but the
I
Bourbon
sort
Road
of trended
website,
away from
Yeah.
Facebook.
come on the Bourbon Road, sign up, create your account. Be happy to have you in the free tier level called encouragers.
Yep.
We also have 3 other levels above that where you can give. And with each level, you get a little bit extra something that we kind of offer up to sort of help say thank you for helping to support us. One of the things is the randomizer multipliers that haven't benefited you yet, but
I will eventually for sure.
but you're also going to get a T-shirt.
Hey, all right.
And at the inner circle level, you also get to come on a show, which you did today.
That's right.
Pretty cool.
All right.
And like I said,
I'm an
I think I'll let
official-
you walk with that Dragon Con bottle. So it
Boy, wow,
pays
talk
big
about a
dividends.
winner. That's
right.
awesome. Yeah.
But it looks like we've got about 50 plus signed up on there.
Oh,
now,
wow.
Which is,
Yeah, and it's
kind of slowly building. I like it.
It'll slowly build, and that's perfectly fine. We've got
And
over,
it's a learning curve
yeah,
for me too. You know, you're so used to opening up and going into Facebook or Twitter or whatever. And so, you know, you have to kind of remember to go back to the old fashioned website. But boy, what a great site you have.
thank you. I
have
appreciate
a lot
it.
it's a lot of fun, a lot of great people in there. I feel like I'll have a ton of new friends. You know, Frankfurt Bourbon Society has been the best value you could ever imagine as far as people and the bourbon that I get to taste. But look forward to meeting more of the inner circle from the Bourbon Road.
Yeah, we've got a few now. We've got members at every level supporting us, which is awesome, and it's great for Todd and I because, you know, it's not always what we want to do, go out and hustle for advertisers, right?
Sure.
And it's nice to have listeners who just think we do good work and want to help us out. So it definitely is. It's great. We do appreciate it. And if you're a listener today and you haven't been to the bourbonroad.com website, you know, just come on, join us, make yourself an account, upload your picture, put a little bit about your background in there. Share a few posts in there with our fellow roadies and enjoy your time there. We just added live streaming to the website, so
Wow.
Todd and I are going to do an event here pretty soon where we maybe go through a tasting and we have people in chat on the website and follow along with us. That'll be fun.
Yep.
Todd, just tell us about what giveaways we've had so far and who's won.
So one of the first giveaways we gave was Doug Keller gave away was a print of his painting that will be at the Frankfurt Bourbon on the Banks auction. Beautiful piece. Doug is like,
There's a Rick House A of Wild Turkey.
yes, and it's gorgeous. That went to Alan Quiet. I believe Alan, I'm going to say he's in Ohio, but I could be wrong, but
He's been a member for a
I was going to
while.
say Alan's been on the Bourbon Roadie for quite some time too.
May of 2020, actually. He's been
Yeah.
around a long time.
So long time listener. And then we just gave away we were lucky enough to get, Jim and I both got media packages from Green River, their honey barrel. So I just gave away that package, which contains a little bit of honey and is it called a honey spoon? It's like got the spiral thing, and you know you dip
Dip
the
it
honey
in.
and drip it out. It's got like the grooves on the end, almost looks like a little beehive.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course the Bardstown honey, and that's going to Adam Dorman, another longtime listener, and he's also one of our big encouragers on our website. So
Yeah, fantastic.
and got a few other things. I think we've got another Green River product that we both got a release from, and we'll put that up there. And I've got a couple other fun things to give away too.
And we've got some other things to give away, including a book and some other things. You know, we get a lot of promotional items that get given to us, hats and T-shirts and things like that. We love to pass those on to our roadies. We'll be giving those away as randomizers. We also have some events up on the site some things that are coming up.
Yeah, I think we're going to try to, you've even said it, you've got a bunch of little 1-2 ounce pours, and we're going to try to have something at it's a local one. We'll have it at the Corner Rick House in Frankfurt, maybe next month, I think.
Sample soiree. I bet I have 100 sample bottles.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I was going to ask when you were going to
everybody's going to walk away with stuff. So
wow. Okay. Well, that will be fun.
So, and I don't be surprised to find a birthday bourbon or a Knob Creek 21 in there. And who knows what's going to be there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that'll be a kind of a Kentucky event, but we'll try to announce it soon. That way, if you happen to be in Kentucky on the Bourbon Trail, if you will, hopefully you can swing by to that, because it'll be fun. And you can check out the Corner Rick House. Hopefully by then we'll have it freshly painted.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. We're going to make it a little more cozier, I think, is the plan.
So all these things are in the Roadie Bar on the Bourbon Road website. So when you come to the Bourbon Road website, you're going to see all of our shows and blog articles and whiskey reviews and all the stuff that all the public sees. But there'll be this little thing that says sign up. And if you sign up, it's all free. You don't have to pay anything. Just come on in. You'll be able to access the Roadie Bar. We hope you'll put your picture up. We hope you'll give a little bit of a bio who you are. If you've been a roadie on the Facebook page for some time, we'll look you up and see when that started. We'll make sure you get credit for all the time you've been a roadie. And it'll move you up on the list. Anyway, you'll get your own ID card. You'll get all the messages coming out from everybody letting you know what's going on.
Oh, and one thing I wanted to add is I talked to David Salen. He's going to give bourbon roadies that have their little ID card, they'll get 10%, just like the Frankfurt Bourbon Society. So if you're at the House of Commons in Frankfurt, yes, I know it's in Frankfurt, but I'm actually going to start reaching out to some of the folks we've had on the show, like Copper and Cask and things like that. And hopefully we'll get some more discounts and things like that. And all you'll have to do is kind of show your roadie ID and maybe discounts on tours and things like that. So,
and you can't fool it. It's got a QR code. When they scan it, either says you're real or wrong.
Yeah? Nice. Bona fide. That's the word I like. Bona fide.
You got to put your retina up there and all that.
Eye scan.
Bourbon Road eye scan.
All right. Well, it's been a great time today. It's been great to have you on, Dan. We've had such a good time. It's always fun to have a roadie on who's been a follower for a long time. Somebody who's really enjoyed the show, who's also a friend that we hang out with and drink whiskey with, and loves bourbon as much as we do. It's always fun. We always have a great time.
We do.
All right, folks. So thanks again for stopping in and listening to this episode of the Bourbon Road. We do try to put one out every single week on Wednesday. Sometimes we'll have a guest on like Dan. We'll sit around, drink some whiskey, have a good time. Sometimes it's an industry expert, distillery, musician, who knows? We just jump all over the place. We're always having a good time. Just make sure you scroll up to the top of that app you're on, hit that subscribe button. That way, next time we release something, you'll get that notification letting you know. You can throw them headsets on, them earphones on, those ear pods in, whatever you use to listen. Just dissolve away and listen to an hour of the Bourbon Road podcast. It'll get you down the road, right, Dan?
Absolutely.
All right.
I must.
We'd love to have you. Like I said, in the meantime, get onto thebourbonroad.com, sign up, get your free account, hang out with us. We'd love to have you there. But until the next time, we'll see you down the Bourbon Road.
Seasoned taste, we've all found comfort in this shared space. On the Bourbon Road, where the good times roll, passing bottles like a piece of soul. Every pour's a memory, every sip a spark, lighting up the night in the Kentucky dark. Yeah, we laugh too loud, let the worries go, find a little truth in the afterglow. Ain't no man, just the ties we've sown on the long winding Bourbon Road. That turned into dawn, to the friends who stayed when the rest moved on, to the clink of glass and the story spun, and the quiet peace when the night is done. On a Bourbon Road, we ain't alone. Every mile little bit of life in every glow. Yeah, forever we'll call this home on the long winding Bourbon Road.